Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for joining me for another crafty venture. Today I am playing with my gel plates. I have so much fun and I'm actually thinking about maybe doing a live in the coming weeks. I don't know if it would be on YouTube or Facebook or exactly what social media platform, but if y'all are interested in seeing me do a live with a gel press or gel plate, let me know downstairs because yeah, I'm truly considering it. So it's definitely something I've not done. I've only done one live on YouTube, and it was kind of a meet the creator sort of thing. But let me know, and that will go a long way in helping me determine what I'm going to do. So you saw me pulling out my gel plate, and I believe this one is from Jelly Arts Company. I also have some from Gel Press, but this particular one is the first time I'm using it. It's an 8x10, and to be honest, on this particular day, I'm inspired by Mindy Egan, and she recently made several cards using her gel press and some ink, applying the ink directly to the gel press, and I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. So that's exactly what I've done. And today I want to highlight some of my Colorful Life Design stencils. This one is not new by any means, but it's one of my favorites. It's almost always on my desk. This one is called Messy Dot Grid. I believe it's from a 2017 release, actually, but I love it. I can't get enough of this. I use it in the background almost all the time, and if you look closely at some of my stuff, you'll see. But that first pull that I did is typically called the blotting or the blot. You know how you would blot up whatever. So you're blotting essentially the ink out of the holes. And that's often kind of discarded, but I wanted to save it, so I actually made a pull out of it. And then I didn't want to waste all that glorious ink that's on the stencil, so I actually tried to just roll it off on my paper over there on the side where I'm cleaning off my brayer, but it didn't work. So I put the stencil back on the gel plate, and that's my paper where I'm rolling off on. And I sprayed it with water to kind of reactivate those inks, and then I made another pull, and I love it. It's a little messier because it's wet and it's got that watercolory flowy look, and there I'm just cleaning off my plate on the same paper that I'm cleaning off my brayer, and that becomes a print in and of itself. And I used actually a bunch of different stencils and stamps from different companies on this particular day. But again, in this video, I'm wanting to focus on some of my Colorful Life designs. So I've changed my color palette from those bright springy colors, and you may see them again. There's my cat. He thinks he has to be involved when he hears me talking. And these stencils are from the March release from a Colorful Life Designs. And they're so fun. I love the geometric kind of graphic nature of them. The one on the right that kind of looks like a backsplash, like a geometric backsplash. I'm trying to pull it out. It is called Slat Mask, and the other one is called Tic-Tac-Toe Mask. And I love them both. And look at that. Isn't that so cool? Even though that's the blot and it's missing ink, I think that effect is awesome. And the fact that it's in neutrals, those are going to lend themselves to some really cool cards, and I can't wait to play with them. I have not yet played with them, but you will see them coming soon for sure. And so here I am making a pull with the stencil still in place, so it's going to get all of that excess ink on the ends of the stencils, as well as leaving an impression from the stencils and the ink there that's left after I did the blot. So let's see what that looks like. That's really cool too, right? I didn't blend the ink very well that's on the plate. I did run my brayer over it, but it didn't blend very well. But it's hard because you can't really see how much ink is on your gel press when you do the ink directly to the press like that. So anyway, again, it is what it is. Y'all know I don't usually get my feathers ruffled about things. So here I'm doing another pull to get what's left on the gel plate, and this also cleans the plate. So I'm just rubbing and rubbing, and one of the things that I'm learning through various other creators and crafters and artists, oh, look at that. Isn't that so cool? One of the things that I'm learning is once you have your paper on and as you're rubbing it, if it feels cool to the touch, it's not ready to be pulled. If it's warm, it's ready. So at first I was like, well, that, I don't know if that made sense to me or not, but I'm finding that it's very much good advice. So here I again couldn't let that great ink go to waste that was left on my stencils, so I put them back on the press and sprayed them with a little water to activate the ink, because my Pink Fresh Studio inks are water reactive. And then I'm taking my brayer just to apply the pressure over them and see what I can't pull up, and we'll see the end result here in just a second. And don't sweat getting the backs of your pulls messy. It's okay. So that wasn't the best, but again, as Seth Apter says, if you don't like it, it's just not done. So that'll go in my stash and I'll use it to pull something else on another day. And here I'm actually taking the same one and pulling up whatever's left. So let's see what that looks like. Not so great. Still kind of messy. But here are my finished ones. Isn't that cool? I love that. I love those colors. I love the way they've blended. And then that was the messy one that I sprayed with water, but I love it too. And that's the first one that I blotted. And I've actually made that into a card already. I don't think I'll be able to show it on here. I think it's already been given. And these are the others with the neutral color palette and the tic-tac-toe and slap masks. I think that one might be one of my favorites right there. I really like it. I like this one too. I love where the paint or the ink is actually missing. And that is the piece that I brayered off on. So that has a lot of that bright, bold color and some cool texture. And there they are again. I think the one on the right, in terms of the colorful ones, the one on the right is my favorite. So guys, that's it for today. A little bit of gel plate fun with some of the March release from A Colorful Life Designs. And this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Let me know downstairs if you want to participate in a live with me or not. And we'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.